All right, so today we're adding these two rational expressions, 1 divided by quantity x squared minus 4x minus 21 plus 3x divided by quantity x squared minus 2x minus 15. First up is always to factor the denominators on each of these fractions, on each of these rational expressions. So x squared minus 4x minus 21, if you go ahead and factor that, that factors as quantity x minus 7 times quantity x plus 3, plus, and then the denominator on the other fraction, x squared minus 2x minus 15, that factors as x minus 5 times x plus 3. Okay, quantity x minus 5 times quantity x plus 3, excuse me. So once you do that, you do as much factoring as possible, you're going to find the LCD, okay, the lowest common denominator. So the way you find that is as follows. Actually, let me erase what I have here. So let's start fresh here. You're going to go ahead and write the denominator of the first fraction, reading this from left to right. So the x minus 7, x plus 3. And what you're going to ask yourself next is as follows. You're going to go to the next fraction, the 3x over the quantity x minus 5 times quantity x plus 3, and ask yourself, what am I missing from what I wrote down here as my LCD? So again, what's missing there? That's over here. And in our case, it's the x minus 5 that is missing, okay? So anything that's missing from what you wrote initially, you're going to go ahead and put that down as a factor. And that is it. That would be your LCD. If you had a third fraction that you would that you were adding, you would do the same exact thing. You would go to the third fraction and say to yourself, okay, what am I missing from the denominator of what I wrote for my LCD? That's on the third fraction, okay? So once we have the LCD, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and make sure that each of these two fractions have the LCD. Okay, and what that basically involves is step 3, which is we multiply each rational expression on both the numerator and denominator by the missing quote-unquote part or term, or a factor. So the fraction, the 1 over x minus 7, the x plus 3, that was missing the x minus 5. So you're going to multiply the top and the bottom by x minus 5. And 3x over x minus 5 times x plus 3, that was missing x minus 7 on both the top and the bottom. So you go ahead and multiply those together. And what I did was I went ahead and wrote this as one single fraction now. Sorry, I'm referring to like this expression right here that I just highlighted. So that common denominator is x minus 7 times x plus 3 times x minus 5. And yeah, what I did here was I took 1 times x minus 5, and I just put that down here, and then 3x times x minus 7, put that down here, and just put that plus sign down there, okay? Combine everything together as such. Now, the next step here would be to simplify our numerator. The denominator has already been simplified for. It's just the denominator that's next, okay? Sorry, the numerator, excuse me. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do some multiplication where I have the 3x and the x minus 7. I'm going to go ahead and distribute the 3x in here. So you get 3x squared minus 21x. And then that x minus 5, well, we have some like terms with the x and the minus 21x. That makes it minus 20x. And yeah, finally you have 3x squared minus 20x minus 5, writing that expression in descending order from highest to lowest degree. Now, if you could, you would also try to factor the numerator, but that's not the case here. You can't do that. But if you could, you would certainly want to try that out. Because when we're adding any of these rational expressions or subtracting, you try to simplify as much as possible, which in this case means factoring. One more note here. A lot of people, when it comes to this part where I have the 3x times x minus 7, it's actually, over here. Let me put this in. Erase this and erase this. Let me highlight this with, take this light green here. A lot of people will take 3x and multiply it by just x, okay, and that's it. But you have to understand it's this expression times this whole expression. That's why you put that expression that's got the two terms in it, the x and minus 7 are in parentheses. Okay, so just please make sure you do that. All right, thanks for your time.